Blight is an issue impacting a lot of neighborhoods all across the city, and now one organization is attacking it head on, specifically blighted properties that are plaguing our neighborhoods.
WREG's April Thompson shows us how they are making changes one house at a time.
So this is Wolf River Bluffs.
When Michael Harris walks through Wolf River Bluffs in Fraser, he sees success.
Each of these homes are energy efficient, affordable, and great opportunities for the citizens here in the city of Memphis.
What used to be a wooded area is now a sprawling and vibrant neighborhood.
It's a project that was conducted by United Housing in partnership with the city of Memphis.
This is what the Blight Authority of Memphis does: work with developers to turn forgotten areas into beautiful places to live.
If you see all this land behind us with this beautiful forest background, all that land is currently in our land depository program at the Blight Authority by United Housing, because in the future they intend to build more projects like this right here in Fraser.
Michael Harris is executive director of the Blight Authority of Memphis and makes the connections for this type of change to happen in a city trying to get rid of unused problem areas. How important is this? Because these are nice houses.
These are beautiful homes, and that's what we're trying to do. We're taking blighted, vacant lots, and we're transforming them into economic opportunities.
The Blight Authority was formed by the Memphis City Council in 2015 and charged with helping solve a growing problem, blight in Memphis. Properties that have long been forgotten, abandoned, or kept in such poor condition they have become a stain on the community.
This is a new way of addressing home ownership and the blight issues in regards to properties.
Memphis City Council member Cheyenne Johnson sits on the Blight Authority board and is a liaison for the City Council. She says instead of developing one property here and another there, BAM acts as a land bank for developers.
So what BAM does is BAM actually holds the property for the developers until we have a significant number of properties that it actually makes sense financially to actually make improvements or rebuild those properties.
Like this empty lot that sits between two existing houses. By acquiring it from the land bank, the Blight Authority can sell it to a qualified developer to build an affordable home here and slowly improve the entire area.
What we would do is begin the research and to see if any of the properties here are having tax issues or what the ownership situation is. If they're vacant and they're just there, how can we find ways to acquire them?
Not only selling to local developers, but also individuals and nonprofits who want to purchase in their own neighborhoods and improve where they live.
We're identifying so many people in the communities already that are just resident community leaders who are passionate about their communities and want to make it better. And they want to participate in these programs, and they want to be a part of this.
They are looking strategically for properties in Fraser, North Memphis, South Memphis, Westwood, and Orange Mound, with the goal of moving eastward. And one thing about acquiring the land is that they can then work with the developer who tries to put affordable housing on it. Like this tiny home project, where the lots are smaller and all homes are under $100,000, similar to an apartment. But it's something people own instead of rent.
Think about the families that are suffering from housing insecurity. Well, to be able to have something that you can call your own, to be able to say, you know what, when I come home every day, this is mine and I own it. That's a great feeling.
BAM also hopes to change how real estate is done. Instead of out-of-town investors buying properties, they want opportunities for local people to get a chance to make their communities better.
We're not working with the out-of-town ill-intentioned investors. We're focused on how do we take care of Memphis, put Memphis first.
BAM works with the local developers to determine what's the best use and what fits into the communities, building and making home ownership possible. For a lot of families, this can be a new beginning.
New beginning, not just a new beginning, it's a legacy. Your pathway to home ownership, something you could pass down generation to generation.
April Thompson, WREG News Channel 3.
A piece of the American dream. Well, right now, the Blight Authority can't do demolition work on property because they don't have the funding for that, but they are working to change that.